I remember far back to the days where I beat Resident Evil 4 for the first time. Because I was a 9-year-old kid, it took me months to beat the game only once. My household was pretty isolated back then. 9-year-old me didn't even know what the internet actually was. So everything I knew about Resident Evil, in this case the fourth main entry in the franchise, was by buying magazines on my local Blockbuster. The memories. Thanks to that, I spent a tremendous amount of time trying to get Ashley back home safe and trying to kill Saddler, the leader of the religious sadistic cult, in the process. So when I finally got to that sweet, iconic ending, I asked myself in retrospect, what if Leon failed his mission? What would have happened to the entire Resident Evil universe if Saddler successfully sent Ashley carrying a subordinate plugger back to the United States?
Oh, there's going to be one hell of a party when she returns home to her loving father.
Well, let's grab our Sentinel-9, deny Ashley some overtime, and dive straight into this. This video was sponsored by Tokyo Treat. Get delicious snacks from Japan straight into your doorstep by using code MidnightHalo. Créanme mis amigos, estas madres están muy ricas. Thank you for the support and I really hope you enjoy.
Tell someone who gives a shit.
To understand what would happen to the entire world if Leon succumbed to the Plaga in RE4 Remake, we need to understand two things first: Saddler's main objective and the three types of Plagas that exist in Resident Evil. Saddler's objective in RE4 Remake remains pretty much unchanged compared to the original.
What do you want?
To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course.
What do you want?
I simply wish to share this gift with as many as possible.
Osmund Saddler wants complete control over the entire human population. In order to achieve that, they conducted a plan to kidnap the US President's daughter, Ashley Graham, and send her back to the United States carrying a subordinate plugger inside of her body, with Saddler having complete control over Ashley's mind and actions. There are 3 or even 4 different types of pluggas in Resident Evil 4. The subordinate plugger, the dominant plugger, the master plugger, and the Amber. The subordinate plugger makes its host unable to resist the orders from Saddler, and it is ultimately used on expendable assets, such as all of the Ganados found in the village, Ashley Graham, and Leon Scott Kennedy. The dominant plugger gives its host inhumane powers, incredible speed, inhuman reflexes, and unnatural strength, all while retaining their very own intelligence and will. Ramon Salazar, Chief Mendes, and Jack Krauser are great examples of that. This type of plaga is used on people that Saddler trusts, hence why he doesn't have the need to turn them into mindless zombies unable to do complex tasks. The master plaga has the ability to control and bend to his own will anyone who has the parasite inside their body. Of course, Osmund Saddler is the only one in the entire world who has this type of plaga inside of his body.
Welcome, my children. I am Osmund Saddler, the speaker for our Lord.
And last but not least, we have the Amber. According to Luis Serra, the Amber is another type of parasite that can surpass the Master Plaga. In quotes, the Amber possesses a very unique quality. Although small and in a suspended state, it contains the same organ found in the dominant species, which we have only seen in Saddler himself. When fully developed, the Amber may rival or perhaps even surpass Saddler's power. The Amber, or the sample as we know it in Resident Evil 4 Original, is what ultimately created the Magini in Resident Evil 5, by combining the sample, the plugger, with the T-Virus. What Saddler wants by sending infected Ashley back to the United States is by having her infect the President with another subordinate plugger. Right before Saddler's boss fight in RE4 Remake, we can find a note named Saddler's Animus, which states just how dangerous it is for Ashley to go back to the US while being infected. Do not be fooled into thinking that Las Plagas are merely tools for creating powerful bioweapons. Their value lies in their ability to control. Controlling just one insider can bring an entire organization, an entire country, down to its knees. We have seen that happen in 2 occasions, one with Ramon Salazar Salazar and the other with the village chief Vitores Mendez. Two authoritarian figures that had their own land brought down to its knees thanks to La Plaga. You might think that what Saddler wants is world domination, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
You see, we are all connected through the holy body. And now your flesh and bones, your very thoughts, are already one with us.
Yes, in order to complete his plan, world domination is but another step to complete it, yet his true objective lies in his faith. After all, Saddler is the leader of a religious cult that has been worshipping La Plaga as some sort of god for more than 500 years. Saddler's true goal is for everyone to accept the holy body and become one with it, both in mind, soul, and physical body. In some way, you can also take Saddler as being but another victim from La Plaga itself. Maybe what this ancient creature wants is for its species to survive. It is a living being after all, and it is in our own nature to always preserve the species. A lot of people think that if Leon succumbed to La Plaga in RE4, he would be another Jack Krauser or even better, a super soldier with inhumane abilities. And well, that's simply incorrect. Leon was infected with the subordinate Plaga. If he were to lose, he will be just like Ashley, another pawn for Saddler's master plan. With Leon and Ashley under control, it would be Saddler's primary objective to infect the President of the United States and any high-ranking officer from its military. Jack Krauser, even after going rogue on its own military and country, was able to successfully infiltrate the president's own escort team and kidnap Ashley, so it would be pretty easy for Saddler to navigate through the US president's own security. Thanks to the United States having a lot of influence over most of the world, the next objective would be to get more world leaders infected with the subordinate Plaga. After that, infecting the population of each country would become easier. Saddler would easily take control over hospital staff and inject its patients with the parasite. One note in the remake suggests that you can also be infected with La Plaga if you are bitten or scratched by someone infected, so something like poisoning the water supply in the city could also work. It's basically the snowball effect at this point. Eventually it will become so big that no one would be able to stop it or deny it. Of course, it's not like countries like China and Russia wouldn't do anything to stop this growth, but when you have the ability to pass through enemy security undetected just by infecting someone from within, also add into the fact that Saddler would have most of the most powerful countries under control, well, you are fighting a war that ended way before it even started.
Ah, yes, the time has come for this lamb to join our covenant. Oh, blessings unto him and the sweet mercy they bring. Exalt all and let it be so.
Needless to say, if Leon were to fail his mission, it is pretty safe to assume that the whole world would change and humanity would be at the brink of extinction, all thanks to the holy body. Saddler's ultimate plan is basically the human instrumentology project from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Of course, it is not at the same scope, but if the whole world is infected, everyone will share the same fate, as they are all connected to the holy body. But anyways, my friends, please let me know what you think about this Resident Evil 4 Remake lore video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, any dislike if you disliked the video. It is completely fine, my friends. Thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day. Adios. Bye.
Time has come for this lamb to join our covenant. Oh, blessings unto him and the sweet mercy they bring. Exalt all